Without intuition, we cannot manifest because we can't be guided to the next step to get the thing that we want to get. Welcome to the Sacred Living Podcast. I'm your host, Leonie Dutoy, an expert in awareness and intuition. As a transformational coach, spiritual teacher, and healer, my mission is to help 1 million people tap into their own inner power. Join me on the sacred journey as we explore the tools and modalities that guide us through awakening, healing, and growth. In each episode, we'll delve into the spiritual foundations, inner work, and the path to awakening abundance. Discover how your spirit senses, awareness, and intuition can help you cut through the confusion of waking up, navigating the overwhelming amount of information out there, and bring clarity, ease, and purpose into your life. Let me bring you the tools, techniques, and guidance to support you on your own spiritual journey. Let's walk this beautiful and sacred path together. Today's the 24th of August, and tomorrow evening, Sunday the 25th of August, we have our first live session in Sacred Beginnings, a 12-week spiritual foundation program that I run within the Sacred Living Academy. And it is to teach people to use their awareness, their intuition, the psychic skills, and other spiritual practices and techniques and modalities in a way that is going to support them 100%. So if we have the correct foundations, we can build our house, build our spiritual journey on top of that. Intuition is one of those skills, one of those foundations that we need in order for us to walk the spiritual path with more ease and fully guided day by day, moment by moment. And without intuition, we can't be guided to where we want to go. We can't be guided to the mentors and the coaches and the teachers that we need to learn something. Without intuition, we cannot manifest because we can't be guided to the next step to get the thing that we want to get. So intuition plays a really, really important part in the spiritual journey and life in general. And if you're new to the spiritual path and intuition and awareness and psychic gifts, it just feels a little bit off still because you're coming from a reality where it was frowned upon. It is that gut feeling. And most people can say that they have felt that gut feeling before. You know, you often hear people say, I knew something was off, or I knew he was going to be trouble, or I knew I shouldn't have bought that thing. So we all have that sense. Now, a lot of people talk, and the world in general talk about intuition as the sixth sense. To me, it's not the sixth sense. It is the first sense. The first sense that we have, that intuition that's with us, right? And then later on in life, we develop the other 5 human senses, right? The physical senses. But intuition is part of the soul, I believe. It's part of the spirit. And that's why I call it one of the spirit senses, along with awareness. So awareness and intuition, I talk about them as the spirit senses. So let's talk about intuition today. Intuition can be developed. Everybody has intuition. Now, a lot of people don't know how to recognize intuition. Quite often you'll hear people say like, oh, I had this feeling, but I was like, you're just imagining things. Well, intuition is closely connected to your imagination. It's closely connected to the creative side, right? It's creative, it's magical, it's all these beautiful things that is quite often not seen as physical and logical. So our brain often just puts it aside. But here is how you can recognize your intuition. Your intuition sounds like your own voice in your head. Okay, so if I had to ask you to think the word lemon, that voice, the way you would hear it in your head, that's what it sounds like because it's you, it's from your soul, right? So you have to listen for those voices in your head, your voice, okay? If you hear other voices in your head, please seek out professional help. Okay, I am not talking about other voices, I'm talking about your own voice. It's your thoughts. So that is what it sounds like. Now, you have to become super, super, super aware of your thoughts. Okay. And awareness and intuition run really closely together. And I will, in the next episode, I will dive into how awareness and intuition, this power couple, work together and how we need to utilize them to get the best from and make the most from this beautiful life. So, with intuition, so that's what it sounds like. Now, if you get an intuitive nudge, that voice is really soft. It's not like somebody comes and stands next to you with one of those microphones and shouts in your head and go, you need to go left. No, it is a subtle voice and it's just going to go left. Or if you need to, let's say, call grandma because she needs your help, or she's been thinking of you, or you just need to reach out and your soul wants you to reach out to her, it might just go, grandma. You have to have the awareness to pick up on those subtle cues, those really soft voices, for you to be able to take inspired action on that. Okay, so let's go. So if your intuition is such a subtle voice, okay, you need to notice it. Now, the voice, that intuition is never going to harm you. It is never going to steer you in the wrong direction. It is never going to tell you to hurt yourself. It is not negative. It will always be positive, always be good for you, always be for your highest good. And it will always take you to the next step or where you need to be. And yes, sometimes we get it wrong. Sometimes we listen to an intuitive nudge and we perceive it to be something that it's not, and then we get into a little bit of trouble. But that's just us. That's just us being human, right? Even after being on this journey for myself, close to 30 years now, 3 decades, I sometimes still get it wrong. But I know why I get it wrong. I get it wrong because I'm not grounded. I am in my head. I'm rushing around. I'm not taking the time to step into a calm space where I can receive the intuitive nudge. So it's a really quiet voice. It is going to drop in 1 or 2 seconds. Okay? It is not going to be a lengthy conversation. The intuitive nudge that comes through will drop into your head 1 or 2 words within 1 or 2 seconds at the most. Anything after that, 3 seconds onwards, is quite often your subconscious mind that is going to try and talk you out of that. That is the conversation like, oh, you've just imagined it. Or, that's stupid. Why would I think that? Okay? Your subconscious mind is programmed to keep you safe. Your intuition is going to take you outside of your comfort zone. Outside of your comfort zone is not safe to the subconscious mind. So you will receive the intuitive nudge to move in the direction where you need to be. And quite often it is places where you've never been, to do the things that you've never done. And your subconscious mind is going to fight with that. It is going to try and keep you safe because that's its job. It is meant to keep you safe. It is meant to keep you away from lions and tigers and the edge of a cliff. And it's great for when we need it, but when we need the intuitive guidance, not so much. Okay, so let's just recap quickly. Your intuition comes in soft, gentle voices. It is going to come in really quickly within 1 or 2 seconds, and it is always going to support you in a positive and helpful way. It is not going to harm you. Now that we know how to recognize our intuition, we need to build trust with it. Because if we don't have trust, if we don't have a trust in this relationship, then it's going to be hard for us to take action on what we hear. So I have a game that I give all my clients and I share with everybody, because what it does is it helps you recognize intuition, it helps you take action on intuition, and it helps you build trust with intuition. So this process, this game, teaches your subconscious mind that it's okay to trust your intuition. This game is called the traffic light game. Most of us drive cars, most of us can go on public transport. Even if you have to walk across the road to get to the other side, you need to wait for the traffic light. So you can play this game. And this is how it works. Let's say you are driving and you need to stop at the red light. So you stop. I want you to expect a number to drop into your head. This is the intuitive nudge. So when you receive that number, so you need to pay attention and you need to listen for that number. When that number drops into your head, you are going to start counting backwards out loud if you can. This is the validation of receiving the intuitive nudge, right? The hit. You are going to count backwards. When you get to 1 or 0, you are going to take action and you are going to see the light turn green and then you can go. Okay, now this is how it works. When you stop at the traffic light, you receive the number, you are receiving the intuitive hit. You are going to count down, you're going to take action on that hit. You're going to count down. So let's say you stop at the lights and you get the number 8. You start counting down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The light turns green. What happens is you're getting instant validation on the intuitive hit that you received. When you receive the validation, your action is to go. Okay, now when you go, celebrate it. Clap your hands. Say, just my luck. I knew it was going to be right. It's okay to trust my intuition. See, I got it right. And what happens is you create this beautiful loop, this beautiful circle of trust for your subconscious mind. Now, a disclaimer, just in case you are not in alignment, please don't just go. Wait for the light to turn, okay? Sometimes we get it wrong. Sometimes the car in front of us gets it wrong, okay? So don't put your foot down, don't go. But practice this, because this will start building that circle of trust. It will start building trust with your subconscious mind, and it will help you then when you've got to make decisions and when you've got to listen to that intuitive nudge, it will help you trust it. Now, intuition is not just for for big things. It's not just for, investments and buying a house and buying a car and, should I date this guy? It's for the little things. Your intuition is with you always. So it can help you remember the shopping list. It can help you remember where you put down the car keys. Okay. It can help you remember to call somebody on their birthday. It can help you every minute of every day. So why don't we use it? Because we haven't been taught to use it. Because it doesn't fit in with what society wants us to be. Start living in awareness. Live for your soul. Live for what is right for you. Because if you start living in awareness and intuition, and you use those tools, you will get the things that you want. You will go to the places where you need to go. You will manifest the desires that you want with so much more ease, because you will trust your intuition and your soul knows where you need to go. And sometimes you think you need to be going left, and your soul knows that you have to be going right, to take a detour, because on that detour, you need to pick something up in order to go left with more ease and more clarity. Hope that makes sense. Tomorrow, probably in my next episode, when I talk about the dance, the power couple, awareness and intuition, and how they work together, You will probably understand the whole detour thing a little bit better. But for now, start practicing with the traffic light game. Start practicing trusting your intuition. Start practicing noticing what it sounds like. Start asking for guidance. Ask your soul to guide you. If you've got questions, ask the question and see if you get answers. Just open up, playfully open this up. Don't make it serious. It's not serious. Your soul, your intuition is light. Yes, light, soft, beautiful. Trust that. I look forward to doing the next episode to tell you all about how this beautiful power couple, the two spirit senses, work together in this beautiful dance and how we can use it to really, really support us on this spiritual journey. If you would like my free video and PDF guide on how to recognize your intuition and build trust, why don't you head over to sacredlivingacademy.com, and towards the bottom of the page there is a link that will take you to the free resource. Thank you so much for listening to the Sacred Living Podcast. If you loved the show and found value from being here, please share it with the world so we can help others on their spiritual journey. Please rate the show. It will only take a few seconds, and it will help the Sacred Living Podcast reach more beautiful souls like yourself. Let's reach 1 million people with this message that they can live their best life if they use their spirit senses, awareness and intuition. Making the world a better place starts with knowing ourselves and living guided by our soul. Stay in awareness, be open to your intuition, and live an abundant and blessed life. Until next time, beautiful soul. If you're new to the spiritual path or looking to deepen your spiritual practices, Sacred Beginnings is the perfect place to start. Launching again in January 25, this transformative 12-week program is designed to help you build strong foundations that will support your growth and awakening for years to come. In Sacred Beginnings, you'll embark on a journey through essential spiritual teachings and practices that focuses on the two most important senses, awareness and intuition. These senses are at the core of everything that I teach because they are the keys to truly unlocking your spiritual potential. Explore topics like awareness, intuition, grounding, clearing, psychic abilities, chakras, crystals, past life regression, awakening abundance, and so much more. Each module is thoughtfully crafted to guide you step by step on your sacred path, providing you with the tools and knowledge needed to awaken your spirit, heal old wounds, and grow into your true potential. Where the world talks about manifesting, we focus on awakening abundance. Yes, we use similar steps, but our emphasis on awareness and intuition is what truly makes the difference. This missing link will empower you to tap into the real power of manifesting. With live sessions, guided practices, a supportive community, and the opportunity for personal coaching, you'll experience deep transformation in a nurturing and sacred environment. Don't miss your chance to be part of this powerful experience. Go to sacredlivingacademy.com and join the priority list to be the first to know when we open the doors to Sacred Beginnings. Or simply click the link in the show notes. Your sacred journey awaits. Get ready to step into a new chapter of spiritual growth and empowerment.